Yes. Last time we were talking about hope and pleasure. So, hope is due to pleasure. Hope means also the expectation. Hmm? Hope is also a desire. So, whether we say want, hope, desire, goal is always pleasure. But the fact is, pleasure is not the property of any object, anything in the world. I was waiting for you, Charlie. I was saying Charlie might be upset I didn't answer in detail. So let me answer today. Were you upset? No. Okay. Oh, yes, you may say in front of me. So it happened that, it happened that the husband got $1 million and his wife was very much emotional. So he called his friend and he asked his friend to go to his home and talk to wife and just make him emotionally stable so that she should not faint. She should not faint. So he went, started talking. How are you? So, how are you, Casey? Everything is good. Yes, and during the conversation, he said that think, imagine, dream that you have $1 million. The wife said, my brother, husband friend, you have been so close to my husband. I will give you 50% of the money. And his friend fainted. He went there to control. That is what is known as attachment. So let us talk about something about this passion. But I appreciate Charlie that he is contemplating and reflecting. I'm not referring anything about the email, but I'm just talking purely about the. First thing to understand that, see the example. We use the word, I am upset over you, I'm happy with you. We say that. I'm happy with you for a moment, but you said me something and that made me upset. So now I am upset with you. I am stressed. I am fatigued. How dare you say to me? And sometimes we say, yes, you know that I'm crazy. I'm sorry. I do not feel good. I feel good. All these expressions come from the attachment. First thing to understand. Are you upset over me? Are you upset with me? I'm asking a question. So, any reaction of upset, tired, reaction, hesitation, loneliness is against dispassion. First thing to understand. It is attachment. Here it is important to understand the difference between loneliness and being alone. I'm lonely. Because I am single. See, both the thoughts are there. So I am single, I want to be two, hence I am lonely. So when I become two, I become more lonely. Have you ever experienced? Don't tell me, but because now the couple is not listening to each one. So obviously you have to feel more loneliness. Have you ever experienced that? Don't say me, but but it's a fact. Sometimes you see that my honey is not listening to me. It's better not to talk to this guy. Not to talk to this guy. More loneliness, right? So in loneliness, your mind is constantly expecting something from outside. Should fill your loneliness. So you have an expectation. You have a hope. You are demanding. Huh? You are wanting. That is what the loneliness. And being alone, one of the great masters, again coming from India. All these crazy masters come from India. So J. Krishnamurti, who spent a lot of time in in US also, long back in 70s and 80s. So he said, alone means all one. Mind perceives all one. Will you have any expectation? Alone means all one. It is a movement in responsibility. Responsibility means the mind is responding, mind is not hoping. In that state, you move with affection. There is no problem. There is no sadness. Charlie. But in loneliness, there is a sense of attachment. But now, question comes: do you mean by attachment? No, do you understand attachment? Yes, I understand it. Now we have to understand clarity. Now see, what is the personality number 1 outside? What is the personality number outside for this guy? Gender, age, sex, profession, shape, color. This is personality number 1 outside. Coach, mentor, guide, etc. All the labels are there. Right? Now the personality number 2, that is inside me. As a mentor, what is my behavior, my attitude, my response, my reaction, my happiness? What causes me happy? What causes me unhappy? Love, hate, reaction. That is personality number 2 inside. Did you understand this part? When I gave an introduction of John, I said, so he is with him, and he has this profession, age, height, gender, color, but that does not define my behavior and attitude. So that is personality number 2. Clear? Clear. So when there is a honeymoon between the personality number 1 and the 2, it creates, now you are ready for an attachment. Did you understand it? Are you getting it? Honeymoon, they become a soulmate. The moment they become a soulmate, I have a doer and the enjoyer, and that doer and enjoyer is I. You can say ego. But this honeymoon is imagined honeymoon between the two. And that imagined honeymoon means attachment. I don't like you, so I'm upset. The moment you appear before me, this is also an attachment. I'm happy with you. This is also an attachment. You see, I, that I was created. Huh? I was created a doer and enjoyer, imagined marriage between the two due to what is known as attachment. I'm happy because I appreciate you, because I get what I like you to give me. What is this I? Sometimes it is I is upset, sometimes it is happy, sometimes it is reacting. From where it has come? Where is the I? Honeymoon between the two. So we are connected or disconnected based on attachment and detachment. Correct. So what happens, again understand, when these two person, one outside, oh yeah, John and Girish or Sophie or Charlie, name, form, gender, age, color, shape, and but my inner attitude, my behavior, my response, my feeling, my emotion. Person number one and two, they get together. There is an imagined marriage, what is known as attachment. We become one with the two personality. People, place, wealth, situation, objects. Mentally, we become one. And that oneness raises expectation in the mind in the form of a thought. Thought projects an image about you, and that you is full of attachment. So, attachment in thoughts supported by imagined feeling. Imagined feeling. Imagined feeling. You have a failure in the business. What do you say? I failed in the business. Now you understand person one and two, how they combine. I failed in the marriage. I should not say, but I have to say to make you understand. Do you say that? Did you hear that? I am stressed because of you. I am upset because of you. Did you understand the person one and two? I had a dream to earn $1 million, but I got only $100,000, so I failed in the business. You did not fail. Business failed. Did you understand that? Business failed. Where you fail? Attachment. Attachment. My business and me become one. Same way. Same way I always say soulmate. So I failed. After that, you can complete the sentence. You know what I'm going to say. So sometime my honey is up and I'm down. Sometime I'm down, my honey is up, so I fail. Yeah, in expression and thought. In attachment, there is too much noise in the mind. Fact is not there. Now, another point. Did you get it? Fact is not there, but there is too much of noise in the mind. I bought $160 noise cancellation microphone. That is why you hear my noise, my sound clear. Even if the fan is running, you don't hear the noise of the fan. So that noise cancelling ability, capacity of the mind is dispassion. Are you getting it? Mind is constantly making a noise. No, I see that she has not done this. She doesn't want to listen, and she does not understand. I don't know. I don't know. How come I married? You married. You're responsible. Sometimes we have those thoughts. So noise cancelling capacity and the power in the mind is known as dispassion. Dispassion is a state of mind and the intellect where the world outside does not receive or get any attention due to attachment and detachment. You have a beautiful scenery behind you, Charlie. Are you attached to it or detached to it? No, neither attachment nor detachment. So you don't feel connected or disconnected. So in the state of the dispassion, the person number 3 is awakened inside you. Now I'm bringing another beautiful principle. So person number 1 and 2, you already understood. Behind that, there is a person number 3. Sometimes that person number 3, what the heck, why you are anxious? There is no way. Remain calm. Sometimes we have some kind of an inner voice. Oh, he has left. It's okay. That is the way it is. That is the way the world is. So the person number 3 is 100% full of inner poise, calmness, joy, happiness. So when we touch that, we are in the state of dispassion. Before that, I am relating myself to the world outside. And as long as I'm relating myself to the world outside, this attachment, this person number 1 and 2 will definitely cause too much of noise in the mind. Oh, I met this wonderful guy. He is very good. Now you see that? Imagine. Mind has started thinking. Now you lie down on the bed. Oh, that guy is really wonderful. Noise. Noise has started. You wake up in the morning. And who pushes you to pick up the phone and call him? Who is that? Honeymoon, person number 1 and 2. Something is hesitated inside. That hesitation is attachment. Are you getting it? So there is no receiving and getting attention in your mental state due to attachment and detachment is the state of dispassion. It is the state of conviction. What is the state of conviction? That you can neither be happy, you can neither be, you cannot be happy by getting attention or by not getting attention from the world outside. How much attention you get or give to my beard? Dispassion. Mind is not at all worried about anything going wrong, right, present, absent. You have separated yourself completely from the world. Why you have separated? Because there is no sense of attachment. Can I control anything in the world outside? No. But in attachment, mind says, I have control. Imagine control. And that results into worry, anxiety, duality, conflict. Person number 1 and 2 creates that I, that ego. That ego says, I am upset with you. I am happy for you. I appreciate you. I am sorry. I am stressed. I am fatigued. You see the person, the two people are sitting in front of you, one person you like, you say, I'm happy with you. Mind, internal, nature. You see that? The other person you don't like, the mind constantly says, I don't like this guy, why he is there. But that I is constantly living, the same I. Same I. I is the same. Attachment. So what is the dispassion here? Now, how can you define dispassion? Means that you have no binding of anything of the world, of people, of place, object, and situation. Why we are bound? Because of ego. Why ego is binding us? Because of seeking pleasure, but pleasure is not there. So when the intellect and the mind reflects and understands that peace and happiness are not the properties of anything in the world outside. Now your mind is clear. Now that dispassion is freedom from the mental pressure of seeking attention, of getting attention. It's free. So what is the problem? It is an intellectual error of perception, of wrong notion. You are getting attention, you say the world is so beautiful. And someone ignores you, the world is. You see, in attachment, we are constantly either seeking attention or demand or getting attention. Second point of attachment is worry. Third point of attachment is indulgence. Because of the attention, worry, indulgence, the mind creates too much of noise and it wants to throw out that noise outside. You see, you were in the market, you saw me, and still you did not, talk to me. Maybe your honey is busy in doing something. No, I know you are paying too much of attention to your work. You don't have a time to pay attention to me. We express these thoughts. Sophie is smiling. I know, I know. I know that you know it. You see that? Attention, worry, indulgence, they mix up, and then we want to throw out that noise outside. That noise is known as I am upset, I'm happy with you, I appreciate you, I like you, I don't like you, I hate you, I am stressed and I'm tired. You already know. You can add more. So in dispassion, you are free from all these thoughts. Just opposite. You do not project. The thought is not projecting. Because you do not project, you do not enter into delusion, you don't have a wrong understanding. The mind stays where it is. And that helps you to awaken to the inner calm. Dispassion is always full of calmness, joy. If you are sleeping, that's okay. But if you are pretending sleeping, it is very difficult to wake you up. We have tried. Maybe in our childhood, or sometime we are unhappy with our honey, and you lie down, cover your blanket. Honey, I have a cup of tea for you. You are listening, but pretending that you are not. Did it happen to you? No, no, don't tell me. It happens to everyone. That is attachment. Sometimes we do it. We enjoy doing it. So what means the absence of dispassion creates a binding state in the mind with association with I. He ignored me, so let me pretend sleeping. I will not listen to him. It happened to her. See the in-depth understanding the psychology of Eastern. Still, their ego is working. Person one and two has mixed together, and it has created the imagined thought, feeling, sensation, and the mind is constantly creating the noise inside. Honey, have a cup of tea. And mine, he did not pay any attention to me, in the morning. Now he's saying, have a cup of tea. What he thinks about himself. What he thinks about himself, John? No, no, this is just. So this is, you see the absence of dispassion creates too much of noise in the mind. And when you are in a dispassion, you are casual, natural. Natural. Hmm? So if you see the word depression, depress. You are constantly depressing that noise. You are holding back something because you have an expectations from outside. I'm not talking of depression of modern psychology. I studied it and I'm not there. Do you see that? Mind is constantly agitated. It is full of imagination. It is creating a noise. Since you wake up in the morning until you retire to the bed, and it also disturbs your sleep. It is opposite of dispassion. It is a state of mind. There is an emotional freedom. There is an emotional freedom. And in attachment, there is an emotional dependence. Say you are pretending to sleep and I come and I knock the door. If the attachment is not too much, oh, you will say, oh, that guy has come, oh, let me come. And then you hug me because you are jealous of your honey. You see, I'm not listening to you. We do this many a times. Don't tell me that we have not done this. Keep smiling and laughing. Don't be so serious. That is the power of dispassion. That in the state of dispassion, my master used to say a beautiful Hindi proverb. I will translate into English and then we will start with the practice. He used to say that mastara masti mein aag lage basti. So literal translation would be uh, let this entire world go to hell. I'm in peace. It should not go to the hell means you are totally dispassionate. I'm happy within myself. I don't need any means, an object for my happiness and calmness from outside. So that is the essence. Let the world go to hell. So don't be serious. So let us start our practice. Seriousness is also a sense of attachment. So anyhow,